My dad's home alone with nothing to eat for lunch. Take him some food and hurry. I'm not going. What did you say? What right do you have to refuse? Take it over there now. I'm an outsider. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to walk into the Chen family's home, would it? Have you lost your mind? I haven't. And I wasn't the one who called me an outsider. When your dad kicked me out of the family chat, he said, "No outsiders allowed." I'm an outsider, so going to your house wouldn't be appropriate. Are you seriously insane? He's old and speaks without thinking. Why are you arguing with an elder? Go cook. Then tell him to take back what he said. Once he does, I'll go. You want my dad to apologize to you? Who do you think you are? I'm not even worthy of having a place, remember? You said it yourself. I'm an outsider. Fine, you won't go? Sun Yan, I'll remember this. If he takes those words back, I'll go. If he won't, then I'll stay an outsider all the way. Sun Yan, do you know your father-in-law went hungry at lunch? Why didn't you go cook for him? What did you marry into the Chen family for? Mom, Dad said I'm an outsider. I'm just obeying him and staying out of the Chen family home. Talking back to me now? He said one thing and you took it seriously? Listen, Sun Yan, marrying Chen Yuan was your good fortune. If we tell you to deliver food, you go. Don't be ungrateful. If I'm so ungrateful, then you can keep that good fortune for yourself. Are you out of your mind, sis-in-law? You've nearly sent Mom's blood pressure through the roof. Can't a younger person give an elder a little grace? You were in the chat when your dad kicked me out. Why didn't you ask him to give me a little grace? That's my dad's business. I can't control him. Then your mom's blood pressure is her business. Go take care of her. Stop bothering me. Don't let the door hit you. Sun Yan, how far are you going to take this? My dad was home alone and went hungry all day. Are you proud of that? I'm not making a scene. There are over 30 people in your family chat and not one could bring your dad a meal? It had to be the outsider? You still dare bring that up? If you don't want me to mention it, make your dad take back what he said. You're his daughter-in-law. Isn't taking care of your father-in-law the least you should do? Sorry, but your dad wrote it clearly in the group. I'm an outsider. You're making a mountain out of nothing. You were only kicked out of a chat. Did it kill you? Don't like it? Have your dad try kicking me out of the Su family chat. Then again, who'd want to stay in your pathetic group anyway? Fine, Chen Yuan. Remember what you said today. Remember what? You're crazy. Sun Yan, getting bold now, are you? Open the door. If you don't open this door today, don't expect an easy life from now on. Whether my life is easy from now on isn't up to you. Sun Yan, the board is pressing us. When are you coming back? You've been away from the Su group for 3 years. Your mother's seat can't stay empty forever. Give me a little more time. It's not that I'm not coming back. It just isn't time for them to pay yet. We have a family dinner tonight. Get ready and come cook. Everyone's waiting for you to serve them. Serve them? Did all 30 people in the Chen family suddenly become helpless? Without this outsider? None of you can even feed yourselves? Sun Yan, don't push your luck. You've dragged this out for days. What exactly do you want? Simple. Your dad takes back what he wrote in the group and apologizes to me in front of the whole family. Then I'll go. You want my dad to apologize to you? Dream on, Sun Yan. Hello, are you Chen Yuan's wife? Who is this? My name is Lin Xiaoxi. Chen Yuan's sister introduced me to your husband. There are some things a wife should know. Last week, your husband took me to 2 expensive restaurants and bought me a designer bag worth over 50,000 yuan. I'm guessing his wife has never even touched a bag that expensive. What kind of bag? A limited edition black mini. What, you don't believe me? How much was it? A little over 50,000 yuan. Don't get too upset, men, you know. He earns 12,000 yuan a month but spent 50,000 on your bag, so he obviously used a credit card. And I've been paying that card for the past 3 years. So technically, Ms. Lin, that 50,000 yuan bag was a gift from me. Are you insane? Why did you cancel the automatic payment on my credit card? Exactly what it sounds like. That card owes over 70,000 yuan, and I only make 12,000 a month. If you don't pay it, where am I supposed to get the money? Didn't you have enough money last week to take another woman to expensive restaurants and buy her a 50,000 yuan designer bag? How are you suddenly broke? Who told you? That was for my sister. She asked me to pick it up. Yes, she wanted it. It wasn't for me. Your sister? At least make your lies believable. If she wanted that bag, she'd swipe her own card at the boutique. Why ask a brother who can't even pay his credit card? Figure out the credit card yourself. From now on, I'll only cover the mortgage and car payment. Not 1 cent more. Fine, Sun Yan. You're ruthless. Just wait. Miss, the Su Group and Hongyuan Real Estate are signing their 1.2 billion yuan deal tomorrow. Are you really not even going to look at it? Several senior shareholders are already protesting. If you still don't return, it's not time yet. Wait a little longer. It's time to go back. But before I do, every debt the Chen family owes me will be settled. Sis-in-law, I have huge news to announce today. You have to come to dinner. Sun Yan, I'm already here. Come on your own. If you still refuse to show up, then we have nothing left to say. Fine, I'll come. Brother, sis-in-law, let me introduce my boyfriend, Zhou Han. Han is a vice president at Hongsheng Investments and makes 2 million yuan a year. This is my sis-in-law. She draws plans at some tiny company. Vice president at Hongsheng Investments? What a coincidence. Sun Yan, look at Zhou. He makes millions a year. Then look at you. If you had even half his ability, would our family be living this tightly? Dad, I don't understand. I married Chen Yuan, not your entire family. Whether your household is struggling has nothing to do with me. What did you say? You can't even behave through one meal? Joe is still here. Are you trying to embarrass our family? Enough, stop arguing and eat. When your daughter mocked my 8,000 yuan salary in front of everyone, why didn't you tell her to stop? Enough, eat. Uncle, auntie, let's talk about something pleasant. Hongsheng is currently discussing a cultural real estate project with the Su Group. It's worth 1.2 billion yuan. The Su Group is a 20 billion yuan company. Zoe, you know people there? I've dealt with them a few times. Helping you make a connection shouldn't be difficult. You keep talking, I'm leaving. The Su Group needs the Chen family to connect them to its own project? What an amazing coincidence. Miss, Hongsheng Investments contacted us about the Su Group's 1.2 billion yuan project. Will you meet them? No, they keep pushing. They claim they know your family and got the connection through the Chens. The Chens? My family? They don't deserve the title. Finally, I found you. You've stayed away from home for days because you feel guilty, don't you? You argued with Dad in front of everyone and humiliated the whole family. And your dad insulting me in front of everyone and calling me useless wasn't too much? He's an elder, so what if he scolds you? I work myself to death all day, then come home and clean up your mess. Can you stop causing trouble? Clean up my mess? What exactly have you cleaned up? Even the designer bag you bought another woman went on the credit card I paid. What did you do for me? Why do you keep bringing that up? It's only 70,000 yuan. Would paying it kill you? Yes. Chen Yuan. What have you ever given me since we married? We rent our home, your car is financed, and I make the monthly payments. I paid for your dad's birthday and your mom's hospital bills. In your family, I'm treated worse than an outsider. I'm just a free ATM that pays for everything. Fine. If life with me is so hard, let's get divorced. Fine, we'll file tomorrow. Divorce? You're serious? When have I ever joked with you? I only said divorce because I was angry. Do you have to blow everything up? Your angry words, my honest answer. Attorney Fang, I want the divorce agreement as fast as possible. Understood. You can sign any time, but the other party has to cooperate. Sun Yan, Chen Yuan says you want a divorce. Are you insane? You think you'll find someone better than him? With your tiny salary and that face, what makes you think you can be picky? Mom, are you finished? No. If you dare divorce him, I'll make you repay every cent you ever spend in the Chen family. Over 3 years, I paid 473,600 yuan for the Chen family, and I recorded every payment. They want me to pay them back? Let's see who actually owes whom. What Chen family money did I spend? Should I list the last 3 years of bills so we can see whether I lived off the Chens or the Chens lived off me? Don't start counting money with me. Once you married into the Chen family, you became ours. Everything you own belongs to us. And what about the food and water you used in our house? Were those free? Even the bride price your son supposedly paid was fronted by my mother. Should I add that to the bill too? Enough. Take this inside. Look at the scene you're making out here. Uncle Chen, you said I was an outsider. I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for you to enter an outsider's home. I was joking. Why do you take every word so seriously? Fine, then I'll joke too. I'm divorcing Chen Yuan. What did you say to my dad? He almost smashed a cup. Fine, divorce me. You think I'm scared? Then sign tomorrow. We'll talk when I get back. Go ahead, Sun Yan. I know you've been wronged lately. Really? You bought another woman a bag, took out an unexplained 230,000 yuan loan, your dad treats me like an outsider, and your mom uses me as a maid. Fix even one of those 4 things, and I won't divorce you. What, 230,000? I lent that to my mom. What did your mom need 230,000 yuan for? To help my sister prepare her dowry? Your sister is only 23, and you're already building her dowry? And you borrowed it in both our names. My mom told me to do it. What choice did I have? Chen Yuan, your whole family worked together to take my money. You think I can stay in this family? What do you mean, take your money? I borrowed it from the bank. You borrowed money to cover your mother's hole and left me with the debt. What do you call that? Sun Yan, you're unbelievably petty. Fine, I'm petty. That's why I want a divorce. Do you have no feelings left at all? Your feelings went into that designer bag, not into me. I bought that bag for Lin Xiaoxi. Yes, I bought it for her. Satisfied now? Thank you for finally telling the truth. What do you mean? Nothing. Good night. Ms. Su, I'm Johan from Hongsheng Investments. You have the wrong person. Sun Yan, Ms. Su, heiress to the Su Group, right? How did you know? In investment, background checks are basic work. Sun Yan, only daughter of former Su Group chairwoman Su Jin, left management 5 years ago and disappeared completely after marrying 3 years ago. It took me 6 months to find you. What do you want? A partnership. Hongsheng wants into the Su Group's cultural real estate project. I can offer excellent terms. Not interested. Did you date my sister-in-law just to get close to me? She's a good person, and I'm serious about her. But yes, I originally approached the Chen family because of you. You know who I am. Does the Chen family know? No, I didn't tell them. Why? Because telling them wouldn't help me. The less the people around you understand you, the more useful they are to me. Johan, you're smart, but I already said I'm not interested. And if you're only with Chen Yuan to get to me, I suggest you stop now. Mrs. Su, you misunderstand. I can tell truth from lies. She's only a tool to you. Stay away from her. Mrs. Zhao, check something for me. Has anyone recently investigated the name Sun Yan? Yes, miss, I'll handle it now. I found them. Besides Johan from Hongsheng, 2 other people investigated you. One was attorney Fang from Haitong Law Firm. And the other? The other was Chen Yuan. When? 3 days ago. He asked a friend to search your name, but only found your social insurance records at the design company. He never reached the Su Group connection. Why did he suddenly investigate me? For 3 years, he never once asked what I did. Why now? Why investigate me now? Did you trace the 230,000 yuan? Yes, none of it ever entered Wang Xulan's account. It was split 3 ways. 80,000 went to Lin Xiaoxi, 100,000 to Chen Guodong, and the remaining 50,000 passed through a third-party account. We're still tracing it. Ms. Zhao, get the Su Group's legal department ready. What level? The highest. Sun Yan, are you seriously divorcing me? Did you read the agreement? Yes. You're dumping the entire 230,000 yuan debt on me? You borrowed it. It was always yours. I borrowed it in the family's name. Legally, you're responsible too. Did I sign when you borrowed it? You didn't even ask me to sign. You forged my name. Forging your spouse's signature to obtain a loan can become a criminal case if the bank pursues it. You checked everything this carefully. Were you planning this all along? Were you planning ahead when you sent 80,000 yuan to Lin Xiaoxi? Sign, and we part peacefully. Refuse, and I'll see you in court. Then the fraudulent loan won't remain a private matter between us. Sun Yan, give me a few days to discuss it with my family. My dad says I'm not allowed to divorce. Your dad doesn't get a vote. He said if you divorce me, you must return everything you spent in the Chen family over the last 3 years. That's hilarious. Money I spent in the Chen family? I paid 473,600 yuan for your family over 3 years. Are you paying me back? You've been keeping records this whole time? Since the first day of our marriage. Sun Yan, did you marry me already planning to calculate every cent against me? It wasn't calculation. It was self-protection. A woman who marries into another family without keeping an escape plan is a fool. So you never trusted me? Did you ever give me a reason to? Who are you, really? Give me your answer in 3 days. Sun Yan. That's the second time he's asked me that. Too bad he no longer deserves the answer. Sis-in-law, did you say something to Johan? He broke up with me. I didn't tell him to break up with you. Then why did he suddenly say we weren't right for each other? He said someone told him to leave me. Who else could it be? Johan approached you for another reason. Breaking up with him is good for you. You're jealous because I found a successful man. Sun Yan, you're vicious. Jealous? Believe whatever you want. But that man is bad news. Staying away from him won't hurt you. Stay out of my life. Who do you think you are? Your daughter cried all afternoon because of you. Happy now? I told him to stay away from your daughter because he wasn't after her. Then what was he after? You don't need to know. Look at that attitude. How did Chen Yuan marry a woman like you? Ask your son. That was fast. He's still testing my response. Miss Johan contacted the Su Group again. This time he went directly to Vice President Zhang, claiming he has your private information and can help the company locate its heiress. What information did he reveal? Your current address, workplace, and marital status. What does he want? A 12% stake in the cultural real estate project. Tell Vice President Zhang I'll handle it. But Vice President Zhang still doesn't know that you... Just say someone from the board stepped in. You sold my information to the Su Group? Not sold. Traded. Miss Su, I told you we could work together. I said I'm not interested. Your identity will come out sooner or later. Instead of being exposed without control, cooperate with me. I keep your secret. You give me a stake. We both win. Are you threatening me? No, I'm offering value. Johan, do you know how many lawyers the Su Group employs? 47. All recruited from the country's top 5 law firms. The scraps of information you have wouldn't fill one afternoon of their work. You have 24 hours to erase everything about me and tell Vice President Zhang you were mistaken. Ms. Su, I read Hongsheng's tax audit from last year. One related party transaction in the 3rd quarter went undeclared. If that gets reported, think carefully about whether you'll keep your vice president title. I understand I was wrong. Smart man. 24 hours, I'll wait for your message. I'm not rusty. I just haven't spoken like this in a long time. 3 years. Time to draw the blade. Miss, Vice President Zhang wants to know who from the board stepped in. Me. I'll reply immediately. Sign it. Sun Yan, I'm asking one last time. Are you hiding something from me? I searched your name. Before this company, you have no employment records. Your social insurance only began 3 years ago. What were you doing between college and our marriage? Does that have anything to do with the divorce? Yes, I want to know who I actually married. You married Sun Yan, a designer making 8,000 yuan a month. Really? Really. My mom asked me to try one last time. Try what? If I make my dad admit in front of the whole family that he was wrong, will you stay? He agreed. At the family dinner this weekend, he'll apologize to you in person. Fine, I'll listen. But I'm keeping the agreement. If he isn't sincere or pulls another stunt, I'm filing it with the court immediately. Fine. Sunian. Yes? About kicking you out of the family chat. What I said was too harsh. What do you mean, a little harsh? I'm talking about the outsider comment. You told over 30 people, no outsiders allowed in this group. Now all you say is, I was a little harsh? That's not an apology. That's brushing me off. What else do you want from me? Should I get on my knees and beg? No need, just take back what you said. Sunian isn't an outsider. She's my daughter-in-law. That's all. Sunian, your father-in-law is getting old. Pride matters to him. It's already hard enough for him to say this much. Mom, try being called an outsider to your face. Fine, I'll stop pretending. You make $8,000 a month. Marrying into our family was already marrying up. So what if I called you an outsider? You are one. What did you bring us? Money, connections. Who do you even know? My son was blind to marry you. If you hadn't chased him, no one in this family would have looked twice at you. Chen Yuan, the divorce papers are right here. Do what you want. Let her go. Who needs her? My son can find someone much better. Exactly. You're just a broke office girl. Who do you think you are? Chen Yuan, your ex only got close to you after finding out who I was. Every day he dated you, he was digging into me. That whole relationship was a joke from start to finish. You're lying. Believe whatever you want. 3 years ago, I married an ordinary man to escape my family's power struggles and live a normal life. I thought peace meant happiness. Turns out there was nothing but cruelty underneath. Sunyan, come back! Are you signing the divorce papers or not? Come back first, let's talk. There's nothing to talk about. In 3 days, I'm filing in court. If you won't sign, I'll sue for divorce. Sunyan, can't you give me a little more time? Weren't 3 years enough? Miss, all the documents are in the car. Everything's ready. Right this way. Miss, your mother left this for you. She said to give it to you the day you came back. Miss, you've lost weight. Yeah, I've waited long enough. Tell every department head to be in the conference room at 10 sharp. Excuse me, are you Su Nian, the major shareholder of Su Group? Does Vice President Zhang know? He was notified this morning. He said he'd come down to meet you himself. No need. Su Nian, you're finally back! Uncle Zhang, your mom would be overjoyed if she knew you'd come back. Business first. Tell me where things stand. Operations are solid. 12 billion in annual revenue and 1.8 billion in net profit. But we have internal problems. What kind of problems? Since your mother passed, several senior shareholders have been pushing to transfer the nominee-held shares and split up your 35% stake. Who started it? Liu Deming. He owns 12% and has teamed up with 3 others who hold 28% combined. He can't take over by himself, but 40% gives them room to play games. If your 35% gets divided up, they'll have a majority. At the shareholders meeting on the 15th next month, if you don't show up, they'll call a vote claiming the heir gave up her rights. Fine, then I'll show up. That's all I needed to hear. Pull every decision Liu Deming made over the past 3 years. I want to see them all. Also, Joe Han from Hongsheng Investments contacted us. Last week, he claimed he knew where you were. He wasn't lying, but we can't use him. He traded my private information for a cut of a project. He's got some nerve. Sunyan, whatever happened in those 3 years away, we can discuss it later. 3 years later, I'm back here again. I'm Su Nian, daughter of Su Group founder Su Jin, and I own 35% of the company. Starting today, I'll take part in all major corporate decisions. Ms. Su, will you be replacing Vice President Zhang? No. Uncle Zhang will keep running daily operations. I'll handle strategy and equity. I'll attend next month's shareholders meeting. The rest is none of your concern. Miss, Chen Yan called 10 minutes ago. You didn't answer, so he called the landline at your old office. What did he say? He asked if you'd quit. Your coworkers said you didn't show up today. Ignore him. Also, Attorney Feng called. They traced the final 50,000 from that 230,000 loan. Where did it go? It was routed through a third party into Chen Guodong's personal account. So out of the 230,000, he took 150,000. Do we know what he spent it on? Gambling. He has outstanding debts at an illegal casino. No wonder he was desperate to kick me out. Someone mentioned the money in the group chat and he was afraid I'd see it. Organize everything and send it to Attorney Fang with the earlier statement. Yes, miss? Tell him not to go easy on anyone. Mom, you were 32 when this building went up. It took you 15 years to grow one tiny company into all this. I'll walk the rest of the road for you. Sunyan Johan texted me. He said you weren't ordinary and told me to investigate you myself. Who are you really? Have you been lying to our whole family? No comment. Sunyan, Su Group issued an internal notice today saying the founder's daughter has returned to management. The founder was Su Jin, and her daughter's name is Sunyan too. Is it you? What do you think? Impossible. You only made $8,000 a month, because that's what I chose. Your mother is Sujin? The Sujin from Su Group? The one worth 20 billion? Mm-hmm. 3 years and you never told me anything. When did you ever ask? You never asked what my parents did, where I grew up, or even how much money was in my bank account. So you were lying to me the whole time. I never lied. I just didn't tell you because you never asked. Then why tell me now? Because I'm getting divorced. There's no reason to hide it anymore. You're divorcing me? You're heir to 20 billion and you still want a divorce? What does one have to do with the other? Everything. You're that rich and you're still leaving me? Your first reaction wasn't, you lied to me for 3 years, or why didn't you trust me? It was, you're rich and you're still leaving me. You never cared about me. You cared about the money behind me. That's not what I meant. That's exactly what you meant. 3 years later, you still haven't changed. Are you signing the divorce papers or not? No, you're heir to 20 billion. Why would I ever sign? Then I'll see you in court. I'm entitled to a share of any marital asset growth. I inherited those shares before marriage. They're separate property. I haven't managed the company for 3 years, so even the appreciation would be difficult to classify as marital property. Attorney Fang confirmed it. You planned all of this. No, you forced me to. I'm moving out tomorrow. You can keep the apartment, but pay the rent yourself. I spent 3 years as an outsider in this family. Now I'm leaving on my own terms.
Is that enough?
Legally, yes, but if we release it before the shareholders' meeting, it could shake the market. Then we won't release it before the meeting. When then? At the meeting. We'll put everything on the table and make him explain himself in front of every shareholder. You're just like your mother. You always strike when the room is full. What about Johan? We checked Hong Sheng. The company itself looks clean, but Johan personally owes 4 million to loan sharks. He's desperate for a project stake because he probably wants the commission to plug that hole. Is he still approaching people at Su Group? No, he's kept a low profile since you warned him. Sun Yan, do you really belong to Su Group? Chen Yuan says you're heir to 20 billion. Is that true? Tell me, have you been lying to our whole family? Chen Yuan, what exactly do you want to know? Why did you marry my brother? If you're that rich, why marry an ordinary man? Because 3 years ago, I wanted a quiet life. Your brother looked honest and your family looked normal. Looked normal? Exactly, looked normal. But your dad treated me like an outsider, your mom treated me like a maid, you mocked me to my face, and your brother spent money on another woman. That's the normal family I married into. Who are you to talk about our family like that? Just wait. Once my parents learn you're from Su Group, you think they'll let you leave? Can they stop me? Sun Yan, are you free for lunch? I had your mother-in-law make your favorite braised fish. Uncle Chen, last week I was an outsider. This week you're inviting me over for fish? That was just a joke. You're my daughter-in-law. How could you be an outsider? You're practically my own daughter. Uncle Chen Yuan and I are getting divorced. You know that, right? Divorced? Absolutely not. Married couples fight. It's normal. Have you paid off that 230,000 in gambling debt? What did you just say? Chen Yuan borrowed 230,000 in the family's name. 150,000 went into your account and straight to an illegal casino. Would you like me to say it? Or will you? How do you know that? I know far more than that. Here's some advice. Don't provoke me. Get Chen Yuan to sign quietly, and we'll stay out of each other's lives. If you refuse, once this gets around, how much face will the Chen family have left with the relatives? Sun Yan, are you threatening me? Not a threat, a notice. Sun Yan, could you please keep your father-in-law's gambling secret? He promised me he'd quit. And Chen, I wasn't planning to tell anyone. Good. But you have to make Chen Yuan sign. Sign what? The divorce papers. No, you're the heir to Su Group. If you divorce Chen Yuan, the Chen family gets nothing. You made your own lives turn out this way. Sun Yan, can't you have a little pity for me? No one ever pitied me. Hello, is this Ms. Sun Yan? Who's speaking? Gu Xingji, founder of Shengyi Capital. Mr. Gu, what can I do for you? I heard Su Group's heir is back. I'd like to meet. You want to invest in Su Group? No, I want to invest in you. You've never even met me. I have. At Su Group's annual meeting last year, you sat in the back row, wore a mask, and left 20 minutes early. How did you recognize me? You look a lot like Su Jin. I worked with your mother for 10 years. I could make an educated guess what her daughter looked like. You were my mother's friend? Business partner. Shenge backed Sujin during the hardest years of her startup. Mr. Gu, what do you want to discuss? Next month's shareholders meeting. Liu Deming is making moves, and you may not have enough support on your own. How do you know? Liu Deming came to me last month. He wanted Shenghe to buy your 35% stake. He offered generous terms. And you turned him down? Of course. Sujin was my friend. I would never help outsiders steal what belongs to her daughter. So you contacted me because I can publicly support you at the shareholders meeting. Shenghe carries enough weight to make those old shareholders think twice. What's the catch? We work together when the right opportunity comes. That's it? The best investment in business is backing the right person before everyone else sees their value. I did it with your mother. I'm betting you're the same. Let's meet. Old Gu can be trusted. Mom, you were never wrong about people, so this time I'll trust you. You don't carry yourself quite like Sujin. Her power was obvious. Yours is restrained. After hiding it for 3 years, I guess it became a habit. I heard you married an ordinary man. Yeah, we're divorcing. His family treated me like an outsider. An heir worth 20 billion being called an outsider. That's almost funny. It isn't. It's humiliating. Back to business. Liu Deming controls 28% through 3 shareholders, plus his own 12%. That's 40. You hold 35. The remaining 25 is split among 5 or 6 small shareholders. Where do they stand? They're fence-sitters. They'll follow whoever looks stronger. Shenghe can endorse you, but whether they ultimately side with you depends on what you do. I know. You were my mother's friend, so you should know she trained me for 10 years. Do you know why I left in the end? Before Sujin died, she told me you joined the company at 18, independently led 3 profitable projects at 22, then suddenly walked away at 25. She never understood why. I was exhausted. Exhausted from being treated like a copy of Sujin. Whenever people looked at me, all they saw was Su Group's heir. No one saw Sunian. I married him to find out whether someone who didn't know who I was could treat me like an ordinary person. And it was worse. A man who didn't know my identity wouldn't even give me the basic respect any ordinary person deserves. So now you've figured it out? I have. Running away solves nothing. Whatever belongs to me, I'll take back myself. Your mother would be proud to hear that. She can't hear it anymore. Will you come to the shareholders meeting? I will. I'll sit right behind you. Thank you. Miss, Attorney Fang called. Chen Yuan still refuses to sign. He says if you sue him, he'll leak your identity to the media. He's threatening me. His exact words were, "Don't you like keeping a low profile? I'll tell the whole world the Su heiress married an ordinary man making 10,000 a month, then let him report it." Miss, imagine a man about to be sued by his ex-wife running to the press to reveal she's heir to 20 billion. How do you think they'll frame it? They'll say an ordinary man couldn't keep up with a rich heiress and got dumped. Exactly, I won't be the one embarrassed. This is your office? Yeah, sit down. Sunian, what do you want from me? Your signature. You know I can't sign. Can't you give me one more chance? That night, when you learned who I was, what was your first reaction? You said, "You're this rich and you're still leaving me." Not, "I'm sorry," not, "I was wrong," but "You can't leave me," because I had money. I only said that in the heat of the moment. One moment or a lifetime, money is all you think about. In 3 years, you haven't changed for a single day. I do have feelings for you. What feelings? Where were they when you spent 80,000 on Lin Xiaoyu? That was one stupid mistake. And the 230,000? You forged my signature for the loan, and your father took 150,000 to gamble? Was that another stupid mistake? I know I was wrong. But now you tell me you're heir to 20 billion and demand my signature. Were you setting me up from the very beginning? Chen Yuan, you think far too highly of yourself. Your whole family pushed me here. Sign, and I won't pursue the loan or the forged signature. But you must sign, and you may never contact or harass me again in any form. What if I refuse? Then I hand the evidence from that 230,000 loan to the prosecutors. Sunian, that's ruthless. Your family made me this way. Where do I sign? Sunian, if my dad hadn't kicked you out of the group chat that day, would we still have ended up here? I don't know. But he did. When did you decide to leave me? The day your father called me an outsider. It's signed, miss. You can finalize the divorce at the Civil Affairs office tomorrow. Okay, 3 years are over. Please review everything and sign to confirm. All right, thank you. Sunian, take care of yourself. You too. We have a problem. Liu Deming is telling the industry that Su Group's heir has serious personal issues, poor judgment, and isn't fit to lead. The source was Chen Yuan. The afternoon he signed the divorce papers, he sold your information to Liu Deming for 300,000. 300,000. It's still contained, but it will hit the financial press within 3 days. Should we suppress it? No, let it spread. The wider the better. If he wants to weaponize my marriage, I'll release the whole story. Treated as an outsider, tricked into debt, cheated on, and kicked out of the family chat. The public won't call me a bad judge of character. They'll sympathize with me. Your mother used the same strategy back then. Draft a statement in the tone of a personal social post. End it with, I'm back. Sun-Yan, I came to apologize. I mocked your $8,000 a month salary at dinner. I'm sorry. You're only apologizing because you learned who I am. If I were still that designer making $8,000 a month, you wouldn't be sitting here today. Could you help me with Johan? I really do love him. He approached you from day one to use you to get to me. Now he's helping my enemies create chaos. You don't love him. You love his watch and his car. We have 49%. We still need Mug Wolyang's 5. Uncle Ma, when you have time, check the financial transactions between the Wenchang and Xinhai subsidiaries over the last 3 years. He'll figure out the rest himself. Sun-Yan, I checked that message. That old crook Liu Deming moved over 30 million out just like that. Uncle Ma, about tomorrow's meeting. You don't need to say it. I know what to do. 54%. That's enough. Ms. Su, long time no see. I hear you've been busy. Divorce, public statements, the works. Must be exhausting. Thanks for your concern. Let's begin. Ms. Sun-Yan has been away for 3 years and lacks knowledge of current operations. I mean, no offense. I'm only acting in the company's best interest. Uncle Liu is right. Judgment matters. Then let's discuss judgment. Over the past 3 years, 30 million in suspicious transfers moved between the Wenchang and Xinhai subsidiaries, passed through multiple accounts, and finally landed at Shengchang Trading. The true controller of Shengchang Trading is Mr. Liu Daming's wife. That's a lie. The evidence is right here. Corporate registration records, bank statements, and the ownership chart. Anyone here can verify them. Liu Deming, what do you have to say for yourself? Enough, Liu. 30 million? Was all the help Sujin gave you worth only 30 million? The supporting side holds 54%, opposition 33%, and abstention 7%. The motion passes. Uncle Liu, the company's legal team will open a formal investigation into that 30 million. Since Chen Yuan learned the truth about you, he's been drinking every day. He regrets it. He truly does. Does he regret treating me badly or missing out on 20 billion? Why do you have to be so cruel? I spent 3 years in your family hearing things far crueler than that. Let's go. She's not part of our family anymore. Miss Chen Godong was crying in the elevator. That's no longer my concern. Liu Deming is under investigation for misappropriating company assets, and his 12% stake has been frozen. Zhou Han was also taken in. Hong Sheng's related party deals exposed embezzlement and bribery. Also, Chen Yuan resigned. Apparently, he's been drinking every day and clashed with people at work. Understood. Sun-Yan, when you married him, did you truly never expect to come back one day? No. Back then, I genuinely wanted to be an ordinary person. Later, I learned that ordinary life isn't easy either. Not because of poverty, but because of people. If the Chen family had treated you well, would you still have come back? Maybe not. But my mother didn't build this company to tie me down. She built it so I'd have the freedom to choose. To you and to my mother. Miss, should I stop the car? No, the past can stay in the past. Miss, the interviewer asks what made you return to business at 28.
Tell them it was a group chat notification?
Yes, miss. Jin Garden. Mom, they named this place after you. I finally used the freedom you left me.